Stellantis just dropped a bombshell that's shaking up the entire automotive world, especially for Dodge, Ram, and Jeep buyers. Despite its position as one of the largest automakers globally, Stellantis is grappling with serious challenges. After years of price hikes, quality concerns, and declining sales, the resignation of CEO Carlos Tavares has sent shockwaves through the company. While this move was expected by many, it left both employees and customers with a mix of relief and uncertainty, with iconic American brands like Ram and Dodge struggling under his leadership. The question on everyone's mind is, what's next? Can a new CEO revive these brands and restore their competitive position? Let's dive into the challenges Stellantis faces and what this leadership change could mean for the future of these beloved vehicles. Stellantis brands like Ram, Dodge, and Jeep have faced tough times under CEO Carlos Tavares. Over the past few years, prices have skyrocketed, quality has dropped, and sales have slumped so much that some dealerships may even close in 2025. However, recent news could change the game for these brands. Tavares has resigned as CEO, effective immediately, which wasn't a huge surprise since it was known that he and the Stellantis board weren't getting along. Tavares has often been criticized for his approach, especially with American brands like Dodge, Ram, and Jeep. How will the resignation of CEO Carlos Tavares impact the future of Stellantis brands like Ram, Dodge, and Jeep? Now that he's gone, there's hope for a new leader who truly understands these brands. Though some may worry about the uncertainty, especially with Stellantis stock dropping after the news, many employees at Stellantis are relieved. At the Warren Truck Assembly Plant, workers were quick to express their excitement. One worker said, "He's not good for the company. We need someone who can keep us on track and help us prosper." It's clear that the employees believe a change at the top could steer the company in the right direction again. Looking at the issues caused by Tavares, one of the biggest problems has been the rising prices of vehicles, especially trucks like the Ram. Over the past few years, the cost of trucks has shot up by $10,000 to $20,000. For example, a 2,500 Ram Heavy Duty with a Cummins turbo diesel is priced at $86,700. Even a standard 1,500 Ram truck has become quite expensive, like a 2025 1500 SSV with a 3L Hurricane turbo engine, which costs $69,500, and that's without adding extra features like a bedliner. The situation isn't any better with Jeep prices. The 2024 Sahara model, which you might expect to cost around $50,000, is actually priced at $59,995. Another model, the Willys, costs $56,700. Both of these models are considered basic, but neither comes with front and rear lockers, which seems like a major flaw at those prices. As these brands have been struggling, the hope is that with the resignation of Carlos Tavares, a new CEO can address the issues that have been holding Ram, Dodge, and Jeep back. Many are hopeful that a fresh perspective can restore these iconic American brands to their former glory, especially as the automotive industry faces ever-increasing competition and consumer expectations. On top of that, Jeep prices have been soaring lately, and it's getting harder to find a good deal. Take the 2024 Jeep Wrangler Sport S for example. It's the most basic version, with cloth interior, no side steps, and less aggressive tires, yet it costs $57,745. That's a lot for what you get. If you want a Rubicon, a mid-level trim, you're looking at $62,939. The price of a Jeep Wrangler is quickly moving out of reach for many buyers. Even the Jeep Gladiator pickup, which is also from Stellantis, is getting priced out of many people's budgets. A 2024 Gladiator costs $68,900, nearly $70,000 for a pickup truck. There are actually more Gladiators sitting on dealership lots than Wranglers, but even at that price, it's hard to imagine people going for one. Then there's the Grand Wagoneer, which takes the cake for overpriced vehicles. The base model is priced at $101,000, but some versions go up to $118,000. That's a lot of money for a Jeep, especially when you consider its features, like 22-inch wheels, but it still doesn't feel worth the price tag. The pricing issues aren't just limited to Jeep. Dodge is also feeling the impact of CEO Carlos Tavares' decisions. A good example is the 2024 Dodge Hornet. This vehicle doesn't feel like a typical Dodge at all. It's more Fiat than anything else, with a small design and a turbo engine that just doesn't fit the muscle car reputation of Dodge. Despite that, the 2024 Hornet RT costs $49,100. For a small car like this, it seems way too expensive, especially for a brand known for powerful vehicles like the Hellcat. No one expects to pay $50,000 for a small car that doesn't scream Dodge. The problem is clear. Under Tavares, Stellantis brands like Ram, Jeep, and Dodge have seen prices skyrocket, leaving buyers with less value for their money. As these brands struggle with their image and pricing, many are optimistic that a new CEO will be able to guide them back on track. In addition, the Dodge brand is facing some serious struggles, especially with the cancellation of two of its most iconic vehicles, the Charger and the Challenger. These cars were known for their loud V8 engines, but they're being replaced by electric versions that have not sparked much excitement. In fact, the response has been so underwhelming that Dodge has recently announced they will bring back internal combustion engines in the Challenger, giving fans what they've been asking for. However, it's still unclear which engines will make the cut. Will it be the Hurricane V6 or will the Hellcat engine make a return? Dodge will have to make some big changes, including redesigning the car and adding a V8, or risk fading away like Chrysler. Speaking of Chrysler, the brand is in even worse shape. Right now, the only new vehicle Chrysler offers is a minivan, and they really aren't selling much else. The Chrysler 300, a once popular model, is still sitting on lots as a 2023 model in late 2024, showing just how slow sales have been. The 2023 Chrysler 300S with a V8 engine is priced at $54,150. At that price, many buyers are looking elsewhere, as other options like a BMW, Mercedes, or even a Toyota Camry provide better value. The Chrysler 300, especially with its rapid depreciation, is hard to justify for anyone looking for a solid investment. Then there's the Chrysler Pacifica, which, despite being built for families, isn't exactly a bargain. The 2024 Pacifica Touring with an appearance package costs $48,495. Most people associate these minivans with rental cars, and it's easy to see why. The price is steep for a vehicle that doesn't offer much in return. The Pacifica Hybrid, which offers better gas mileage, is even more expensive at $58,455. For that price, many buyers would rather go for something like a Grand Cherokee, which offers more style and value for the money. The current situation leaves Chrysler struggling to keep up with the competition. Recently, the great-grandson of Chrysler's founder tried to step in and rescue the brand by purchasing it. However, Stellantis quickly shut him down, with the CEO stating that none of the brands were for sale. It seems that instead of allowing someone to continue Chrysler's legacy, Stellantis would rather run the brand into the ground. It's a sad situation, especially considering the history Chrysler once had. So far, we've covered a couple of big issues facing Stellantis brands. Prices are rising on nearly everything, Dodge is ditching its V8 engines, and there's no more Hellcat. But there's another problem that isn't talked about as much unless you actually own one of these vehicles. That problem is with the reliability of Jeep, specifically a 2019 Jeep Rubicon, which was bought in 2023 with only 14,000 miles on it. At first, everything seemed fine, but over time, a couple of significant issues arose, causing doubt about Jeep's reliability. This isn't new for Jeep, as they've often been criticized for inconsistent quality. The key takeaway is clear. Jeep, Dodge, and Ram need to improve their quality control, treat customers better, and stop cutting corners. As we have closely examined the challenges, one thing is clear. If the new CEO addresses these issues, there's hope for these iconic American brands to thrive and build on their legacy. With the right leadership, Stellantis can restore the trust and love these brands once had. By reducing prices and enhancing vehicle quality, brands like Dodge, Ram, and Jeep could regain their popularity. Reintroducing V8 engines, improving vehicle design, better customer service, and stronger warranty policies could help rebuild consumer trust. These changes could allow Dodge, Ram, and Jeep to re-establish a strong market presence, offering customers the best vehicles. What do you think the future holds for Dodge, Ram, and Jeep under a new CEO? Will these iconic brands bounce back, or is it too late? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you like our videos, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can receive notifications for every new video. Your support encourages us to create more informative and quality content.